Hi, I'm Christina with Fanlander's video blog. I was blown away by episode 11. The writers, directors, producers, and actors did a phenomenal job. At first, I wasn't even sure if I could blog on episode 11 because I was so overcome by emotion. I was in tears through most of the episode. I tend to gravitate towards the more humorous moments when blogging. And in episode 11, there just wasn't very many laughable moments. So today, I'm surrounding myself with my comfort items, which will help to give me the strength to do this blog. Thanks, Jill Greenberg, for that wonderful image. Looks like we're going to a barbecue. The four characters that absolutely stole the show and made episode 11 the Emmy Award-worthy material was Claire, Jamie, Ned, and Galis. I was blown away by Lottie's portrayal of Galis Duncan. She did an absolutely amazing job, and her acting abilities were fully and completely demonstrated in this episode. I was not bothered by the creative choice to show Galis as compassionate. I found myself really liking her character and feeling a measure of sympathy for her. Was that wrong of me? I couldn't help but wonder if her display at the very end of the witch trial was a ploy on her part to expose the fact that she was pregnant, knowing that they wouldn't burn her as a witch, which would give time for the crazed passions of the townspeople to calm down and thus allowing a chance to escape. As we know in the future, if you read the books, Dougal does save her. And I also have to wonder if this is the moment when Galis' mind snaps and she goes mad. I'm going to applaud Tony's creative decision to write it where Galis is the one who says, "I think it's possible," and 1968, directly to Claire. I agree with Ron's decision to do this. I think it helps to intensify the drama of the scene. It doesn't really change the story because Jamie and Claire do learn about it, maybe a little bit later through Dougal, but in the end, they still learn about this information. A similar change was made when they were filming The Garrison Commander. It was originally Dougal who tells Claire about the punishment at the hands of Black Jack Randall. I really liked the fact that they changed it and had it be Black Jack who recounts the story to Claire, because it really showcases just how evil Black Jack is, and it helped to make the scene just that much more intense and dramatic. And it also gave a chance for our wonderful Tobias Menzies to shine. I said it in blog 10 and I'll say it again. I want to pull out leg hair. Well, nothing's changed. Was I the only one who noticed Father Bain's necklace? Now who's the devil worshiper here? Both Ned and Jamie were heroes today in saving Claire. What a cute and funny surprise when Ned pulls out the pistol. Poor Ned. He was just pushed aside. Looks like Humpty Dumpty had some help. How many of you took a look at your devil's mark? I know I sure did. Mine's faded over the years. Part of our mission at Fanlander's video blog is to share fans' passions. So I want to highlight a few memes that came out of episode 11. Statler and Waldorf, 1743 style. Mutlander characters. Yep, I was thinking the same thing. Yes, finally, it's time for Claire's confession. I have been waiting in anticipation for this scene for so long, and finally, it's here. Time to grab some chocolate, and some tissues. We have reached a pivotal and defining moment in the Outlander series. Claire finally tells Jamie the truth about herself, who she is, where she's from, that being the future. I found myself holding my breath. Yes, holding my breath, tears running down my cheeks. I was just so excited and, excited that she finally was telling him. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I'm wondering, he's got to think she's crazy. Jamie and Claire were both so tender in these moments, and Sam really was able to showcase his acting abilities. I love the subtleties in his expressions. He believes her. He takes her at her word. For the first time, we glimpse, a very small glimpse, of Jamie's jealousy of Frank, but also his remorse for beating Claire, so clearly etched into Jamie's face. Loved when Jamie says, "It would have been a good deal easier if you only been a witch." Oh, it's time to go home. But which home? Claire believes that Jamie is bringing her home to Lollybrock. But then he reveals the stones of Craw and Nadoon to her. Jamie had another home in mind. If Jamie could have struck down that stone, he would have, like Don Quixote and the windmill. Okay, I really lost it here. I really need my tissue and chocolate. And so did the other Outlander fans. That moment when Jamie almost lost Claire, as she reached for the stones, he pulls her back. And here is what the fans had to say about it. K.E. Pipkin shared the following. "It made me feel like he was wanting to spill his emotion but couldn't do it yet. He was holding back so much, and this was his first gut reaction to how he really feels, but has yet to tell her." Eileen Ehrman, "My heart fell down to my knees at that very moment." Fawn Johns wrote the following. "That scene made me tear up. I could feel just how much Jamie loves Claire in that moment. He is trying to let her go, and he almost couldn't do it." Trisha Ossiani wrote the following. "That showed to me how very much he loves her. I think anyone who has loved can understand that feeling of, no, not yet. I also think it altered what she might have chosen because she was in such shock right then. She might have just kept going and left otherwise." Dana Johnson wrote the following. "As they made their way to the stones, I could hear Sting's 'If you love somebody, set them free' playing in my head. Quite apt in this case, LOL. The cinematography was beautiful as we journeyed with Claire as she thoughtfully weighed her decision. A choice, one of gold or silver." I bursted out crying when Claire says, "Take me home to Lollybrock." Yes, I was a blubbering mess. And the look on Jamie's face was priceless when he realizes that Claire wants to be with him on her own terms. And if you didn't have a good TV, you might have missed the little tear that ran down Jamie's cheek. So I will leave you with these passionate kisses.